Hey everybody, it's Tyler with Gaia Force Gaming, and I have this Monday's Meta-Byte. So this past Monday, April 3rd, we had 30 players for the BT11 Regionals rule set, with the ban list, all the April updates, the cards that came out, etc. And of course, just like always and moving forward, we have Eggman feature the results on his website, eggmanevents.com. So check him out, give him some support because he works really hard on this stuff. It's actually kind of insane that he's doing this for our weekly events. But here we have the top 8 lists because it's a 30-person event, so I might as well give you the top 8 to show all of the little variants. So let's start with 8th place. So 8th place we had Bielsmon. It was Sergi, who is Tessero, better known as Tessero in Discord. He is the purple man, he's good at that purple decks. So for his 4 eggs, he did play the 4 Pagumon, which is interesting because a lot of Bielsmon decks do opt to play the Yamon. So it's interesting to see the Pagumon. We see 4 of the Impamon from BT2, 4 of the EX2 Impamon, 4 of the new starter deck Impamon, and then that's it for the rookies. Pretty straightforward. I think with the new Mulligan system, 12 rookies is more than enough. I think DT Joel, Digitamer Joel on his YouTube does a breakdown of like the math, and 12 is like something crazy like 92% with the Mulligan of starting with a rookie. So there you go. We have 4 Wizardmon, 4 Witchmon, 1 of the old BT10 Ballmons, 4 of the new starter deck Ballmons, 4 EX2 Beals, 2 of the starter deck Beals, 1 of the old Blast Mode, 1 of the new, 1 Beal Star from the starter deck, 3 Miss Memory Boost, 4 Death Stinger, 4 Rivals Barrage, 1 of the EX2 Iron Mako, and 4 of the starter deck Iron Mako. So super, it's like built for consistency for sure. I don't hate it. I think it's a strong deck. I think he went X1 overall for his record to come 8th place, perhaps X2. I'd have to relook at the standings. Actually, I can real quick. But Bielsmon, we're going to see a lot of it coming up in the future because he gets a lot of support going forward. It was X2. He lost the first and last round, but still respectable over a 5-round event. So, Tessero knows purple. So that's the Bielsmon deck. So let's move forward into 7th with Spartan and the Olforce deck that he piloted to come 7th place. So we have the 4 Wanyamons. I think Wanyamon is probably the best blue egg at this point moving forward. Just always draw 1 if you have blue Tamer in play. Super strong. Replaces Upa. As long as you're a deck type that wants to play Tamers, I mean, there you go. We got the 4 of the new Vmon, 2 Madoki Beta, 4 of the EX Vmon, 2 of the starter deck Vmon, 4 of that Vidramon to search, 2 Kumamon just for some hybrids. This is the Leomon version, which I do think is the stronger way to play the deck. The Leomon support really adds a lot. Vidramon 0, very good. Little bit of just to recycle some pieces. Not that you're going to deck out, but just the draw power is really strong. 4 of the Aero Vidramon, 4 of the starter deck Aero Vidramon, 4 of the Olforce, of course, and that's the whole top end. An Ice Wall, 2 Spark, 4 Rena, 2 of the old Rena, 2 Davis, 3 Jerry, and 2 V-Tamer Tai. So just the new Olforce archetype is pretty resilient. If you can get set up, it really does just kind of run away with some games. So I think it's really strong. I really enjoy seeing Olforce decks do well because I think they're very interesting. And give it a try. Do something weird. Let's go. Moving on to 6th place, we have Kyle Newey with Crossheart. I think we can expect to see a lot of Crossheart now that it won the North American National Championship. We have the 4 Exers, pick bombs, of course. For rookies, we have the 12 usual suspects. He's not playing the Merva build. He's not playing any extra rookies, just the 12 your usual rookies. For the 4s, you max out on Darula and Ballista, of course. You have 1x4 because it's all you're allowed to have. King version has become popular for recycling your crosses. 4 cross 3s, 2 cross 5s, 2 of each of the x7 pieces. And of course 2x7 for your removal and your like just big top end. 4 Taiki, 1 of the memory setter Kiriha, 3 Akari, 4 Zenjiro, and 4 White Tamer. So super tamer heavy. That's 12, 15, 16 tamers. But worked out really well for him. He ended up 6th place. I think Crossheart, this straightforward build, even the Merva build, somewhat the Blinding Ray, Gravity Crush tricks, it's just strong overall. Congrats to Kyle on 6th place. 5th place, we have Dorkatron Prime, YouTuber. He took a little break for a while, but he's back and he's playing purple. You know, he loves purple. He is playing Bielsmon, of course. 4 Pagumon again. Interesting. I really expected to see more Yamon eggs over these Pagumons, but there they are. We have the 4 BT2 Hitmon, 4 EX2 Hitmon, 4 Stardeck Hitmon, 2 of the promo Demi Devi. Pretty interesting. The on play trash too. Interesting because the Candlemon does the same thing from the starter deck, but also has an on deletion. So maybe he just values this being searchable with the Tamer because it's evil. I don't think the Candlemon is evil, but that's interesting. 2 of the promote for Rush, 1 of the hybrid, which is I usually see one or the other. Seeing both makes sense. 4 Wizard, 4 Witch, 3 of the old Balmon over 2 of the new one. 3 EX2 Beals, 2 of the starter deck Beals, 1 Blast Mode, 1 Beal Star, 1 Calling, 2 Mist Memory Boost, 4 Death Slinger, 3 Rivals Barrage, and 3 Iron Mako. Again, solid deck. Beelstar, get used to seeing it, or Bielsmon, get used to seeing it, because that support in BT12 comes out, it just gets a little bit stronger. So it's gonna be around. It's a fan favorite, you know. It's a motorcycle boy. But congrats to Tristan on 5th place. 4th place, we have Taylor with Metal Gurumon X. Taylor did do really well in the previous week with a very similar deck, if not the same one. You got the 4 Sunamon, and again, basically a solved deck list. We have the 12 Gabus, 2 of the old BT5 Garuru, 4 and 4 of the Promo Guru and Guru X, 4 and 4 of the Promo Wereguru and Wereguru X, 3 Metal Guru X, 1 of the old Metal Guru, 1 of each Omni, 3X Antibody, 1 Ice Wall, 2 Blue Memory Boost, 3 Spark, 1 Kakaitis Breath, 1 Davis, and 3 Cool Boy. It's around. It turns cards sideways. It does a lot of damage. It's fairly consistent. It draws a ton of cards. We're going to be stuck with Metal Gurumon X for a while, which isn't a bad thing. It's good to have these kind of tried and true archetypes that hang out. I don't think it's problematic. I don't think it's dominating the meta, but I do think that it's a good choice that you can fall back on if you're comfortable with it. So congrats to Taylor. 3rd place, Patrick. I think this is his 3rd top 4 in 3 weeks with a different deck, so very cool to see. He played Examon, and I really think his build's super interesting. He's got the 4 Bebedomons. He's got, his rookies, your 8 Dracomons, 4 Madoki Beta, and 1 of this old starter Dracomon. So just that 13 rookie count, pretty up there, pretty good. Especially with mulligans, you're like almost guaranteed to open a rookie. We have 3 of the EX3 Cordramon, 4 of the EX3 green Cordramon, 4 of the Security Cordramon, 4 Wingdramon, 4 Grounddramon, 3 Slayer, 2 Break, 4 Exa, 1 Howling Memory Boost, 2 Kaiser Nail. Now, if you guys have been around a while, you know I love Kaiser Nail. So I am a sucker for any deck that plays it. I think it's smart in this deck too, for a lot of reasons. 3 Davis and 3 Sora Joe. So very, very cool deck. Only losing a single game. I think Examon's strong. Honestly, I think it without the Black War Greymon at full power, I think it's got pretty good matchups across the board. Give it a try. Oh. Excuse me, guys. Super late. I'm just trying to get this out to you guys as soon as possible. Not meaning to yawn so much, but Examon, DNA de-evolving is fun. What else can we say? Congrats to Patrick. Second place, True Champion Steven Rodriguez with D-Reaper. So, his eggs are the 4 moms, of course. We have 20 searchers. 4 of each of Bubbles and Pendulum Feet for Jerry. 4 Pilates Head. Only 1 of the Blocker. 1 of the Rusher. 4 Gatekeeper, of course. 3 Reaper himself. 2 Death X and 3 X Antibodies. So super, super straightforward. No additional colors needed. Just a couple Death X. And yeah, he went X1. He really tore it up. Gatekeeper Insecurity is still such a sacky powerhouse, and it gets the job done. So congrats to Steven on second place. And finally, Matt Vang in first place with Black War Greymon X. You can take the fight, or you can take the dog out of the fight, but you can't take the fight out of the dog. Sorry, again, it's late. So Matt played 4 of the BT5 Agu, 1 of the BT8 Agu, 4 Agu X, and 4 Promo Agu, 1 of the limited Greymon X Antibody, 3 BT5 Greymon, 3 BT8 Greymon, 3 of the old Greymon X Antibody, 3 Metal Greymon X, 4 Metal Greymon, 2 Alterus, 3 Black War Greymon X, 3 Gawamon, 1 Omnimon X, 3 Hades Force, huge number, 3 X Antibody, only a single Yuya, and 4 Cool Boys. So this might just be the flagship list. I mean, this is pretty, I don't want to say generic, but this is what all the usual suspects are here. Ratios might be a little bit different. 3 Hades Force is a lot. I could see that going to 2 in a lot of decks. Maybe even 1. 1's been really popular amongst people, but it is a very strong card. Yuya, I could see being at 2. Now that, you know, again, not to be that guy, but now that this deck is a little less powered up, people will start running options again, so not a bad idea to have more Yuya to protect you. It's kind of like that counterintuitive thing, like people aren't expecting to see this deck as much, so they're going to run more removal, and this deck needs to also account for that with different ways now that the Greymon X is limited. But overall, super solid deck. Kind of stoked that it still performs, and even more excited that we have 7 different decks in top 8 of a 30-person 5-round event. How healthy is that, guys? I know it's a small sample size, but come on now. That's really cool to see. Man, it's just really cool. I'm a big fan of this. Show this to your friends who say the game is unhealthy and stale. We have old archetypes, we have new archetypes, we have decks that get buffed from the ban list, decks that get hurt from the ban list, and they're all competing against each other. I love it. And I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the Discord in the link. Play in our events. Be a part of this awesome community. And yeah, have a great night. Take care of yourselves.